Boa noite, pessoal. Está tudo? Bem-vindos ao episódio 4 do PT Futebol Live. Hoje temos aqui connosco Thomas Costa Anessiadis. Ele vai dizer depois se está correto ou não. E o Sr. Marcos Smith, como é costume. Este podcast vai ser feito em inglês. Ele percebe português e fala português. Ele vai se apresentar em português até. Mas que só para estar mais confortável vamos falar em inglês. E Thomas, podes apresentar-te?
Eu vou falar em português.
Sim.
Eu sou Tomás Antônio Marques Silva e Costa Anessiadis. Eu sou o jogador para o Barcelona Dragons no ELF. E I'm here today. I'm ready.
DB.
And we'll talk about
DB dos Barcelona Dragons, experiência internacional, português ou luso-belga, correct? You're
Yes,
Portuguese and Belgium, from Belgium?
I was born in Belgium,
Yeah.
but my dad is Greek and my mother is Portuguese.
Damn.
It's a nice mix.
yeah, but three mix, man. So you speak
but I own the Portuguese nationality.
Oh, okay. So how many languages do you speak then? 10?
So as I grew up speaking mostly English and Dutch.
Okay.
Then I speak French,
Yes.
Portuguese,
Yeah.
and now I'm trying to learn some Spanish.
Yeah. Well, if
Not too hard. If you
you're
know
Portuguese, it won't be that hard. I think.
Like to understand, it's easy, and to talk, I just talk Portuguese with like some Spanish words. So.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
They understand me. They understand me.
Normally, that's how it works. Yes. So you have been playing. I want to ask you a question. How is life in Barcelona, man?
So I live in Salou.
Okay.
It's called Barcelona Dragons, but our residence is based in Salou.
Okay.
Which is like 1 hour from Barcelona down south.
Okay. Ooh.
And our stadium is in Reus, so that's like 10 minutes from here.
Okay.
But so in Salou, it's it's super nice. Like compared to where I live in Belgium.
Yeah.
It's good weather. We have good weather.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, and just the people are nice, you know. A lot of distractions. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of
like
distractions. Yeah.
Distractions.
Yeah. Spain is distractions.
Yeah, it's super touristy. Like a lot of tourists and a lot of bars.
Yeah.
But,
we all know what you mean. It's like Spain is a distraction. It's part of their culture, in fact.
All southern countries in Europe are like most likely to be a bigger distraction compared to like German teams. You know, like they don't have as much distraction.
Yeah,
Especially those German teams that are like in little villages, because like, and also in GFL you have a lot of that, like
And
teams that are very very small towns. So there's no distractions there. There's only football.
Exactly, and those are the best. Like Swedish Hall, it's a small and look how great they are.
And there's a team around the church, right? There's a team that's basically just around the church. I think they are the Wildcats. I was talking with Simões about that the other day. Maybe that's the team. He was telling me about it. I'll tell him to watch the live too, because he usually he's always watching, but I'm making sure he's watching today's live, so maybe he can participate too.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So, and how is you want to tell a bit of your story, because we know that you started in Belgium, I presume, and then I saw a bit that you were already in like several other countries, several other leagues. Do you want to explain them a bit so we understand?
Yeah, most definitely. So I started out in playing in Belgium. I'm gonna be honest. The league in Belgium is not great.
Okay.
You know, it's really difficult to like have a good organization, and so I kind of trained myself, you know, through YouTube and all of that.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
then I just like I started having a passion for it, so I really started like taking it serious.
Okay.
Then I had like a friend who went to Bristol Pride Academy in the UK.
Yeah.
And the year after I followed and I went myself.
Okay.
That was in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018. So then I attended school there.
Okay.
And I played football there. It was like it was rough, you know. It was not easy because like we had to pay for our own housing.
Oh.
And
okay.
School was paid for and that was okay, but housing we had to pay, and that was kind of difficult. So I didn't really like play much because I didn't go to classes, and there is because I did.
You're focused on the game.
Yeah, like because I was sleeping on couches and on in other houses, and it's hard to focus on football while you have to focus on getting food, for example.
On having a life, on surviving.
So I mean, I still tried, but the football there was like really competitive. The team, everyone was fighting for a spot. So then, eventually, I graduated. I had my diploma. But I had it later though, because I had to finish it. And then I went back to Belgium, and I was like, I really want this. I really want to play.
Yeah.
And so I just started messaging on Facebook all coaches, teams, and as I was sending my highlight tape from back in Belgium, you know, like I was like, why not? I have nothing to lose, everything to gain. So
yeah, sure. Where did you got your first spot?
So then I got reached out by this guy, and he said like he will contact Marburg Mercenaries in GFL1.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, but that was already in the summer, so I didn't got like there at the beginning of the season. I got there at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
In like August or whatever. So I was like, you know, fuck it, let's go. I just packed my shit. And should I curse?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, like we said, it's freestyle. You can do it.
It's like if it comes out, nobody will say anything. It's just as long as you are not cursing every second word, it's okay.
In English, no one understands.
But yeah, so I basically packed my bags and I just went. And for me, going there with the people I met, like the Americans and the other European players, was really eye-opening for me.
Yeah.
It was coming from where I came from back in the UK, like with no housing, like to like they give you a house, like they put food on your table sometimes, like taking care of you, like having an organization that is like gonna take care of, you know, and fans. And that was the first time I played for so many people. My first game, for me, it was really wow. And especially the players, you saw they were working hard. And I am someone that I like to work out. I like to go to the field, and I just followed them and learned from them. And ever since, like, I didn't play much either in Marburg because I came at the end of the season.
Okay.
But I did my fair share. I learned a lot. And then last year in 2020, I was not really looking for a team either, but it just came to me. My friend was like, yo, I signed with this team in Stockholm, Mean Machines, the Super Series in Sweden.
Okay.
And he's like, you want to come? And I was like, I was in a McDonald's, you know, with a girl, just doing my stuff. And all of a sudden, this message, and I was like, whoa.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, and I got contacted, and then they offered me like a real contract, like real I was in Marburg. I didn't get a contract. They was like, yeah, just come. We'll just sign something and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
You know. So then I received my first contract. I didn't get paid.
But you got some food, right? Food and the places, yeah.
I had housing. I had 1 meal in a restaurant every day. I had the gym membership and a metro pass.
Yeah, and most of people don't understand. Like that is, it's obviously it's good when you get more, but that's already a lot, and that's what you need more than what you need already to survive. So, and it's an experience that you will have for the rest of your life, and it's just and it brought you probably where you are now. And most of people are afraid of taking that risk because they think, oh my god, I won't get any money. But well, look where you are now.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, it takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice to really. I'm not gonna say become great, but like to get to the point of becoming great. Like you have to sacrifice. You have to leave your family. You have to leave your girl. You have to not be on your phone. Like, don't do stupid stuff. Like, focus on your goal. And like I didn't get paid in Sweden, but I got my meal a day. I went to the gym every day, and so then COVID hit. But in Sweden, I still went on the restaurant every day. I went to the gym every day. So nothing changed, but the practices were canceled. So then I took advantage of that, and I found a job, and I worked. Then I started working like 50 hours a week in a garage.
50.
So I was fixing tires. Yeah,
50. That's a lot.
Damn. Yeah, 10 hours a day.
That's a lot for Sweden. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But still, even for Sweden, 50 hours a week, it's a lot.
It was heavy. It was really, because I couldn't really go to the gym because I was tired. I had to wake up at 6 o'clock every day.
Yeah.
I get home at like 5:30. You know, but I mean, it was a nice experience. I never worked in a car shop before fixing tires. It was nice, but eventually I quit my job, and I had my money.
Yeah.
But still, like, the team there really took care of us. They sometimes gave us food, you know, like sausages, like from this company. So like, and they were honest. They were like, okay, we'll do that.
That's
and
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, and it's just great people. I learned so much from a lot of people. So then the season came, and I met Alpha Jallo. I don't know if you know them.
No, the Alpha Jallos, no. Is they're from where?
Yeah, he plays for Leipzig Kings now. A wide receiver.
I thought it was a team. Sorry, what is the name again?
Alpha Jallo.
No.
He played in Finland, Sweden.
He's a DB, a receiver.
Yeah, from America.
I don't know him.
I started working out with him like every day, in season, off season, and then the season came. We played our games, and unfortunately we lost the championship to Karlstad with 2 points.
Damn. That me and Meat have a similar feeling. So
a little bit more, but still, we lost the championship. So.
Yeah, and it was.
How much was it? By 5?
Us.
Our
game. It was like a touchdown difference. I think it was not.
It was like 35-40 or something.
It was a lot of touchdowns.
Yeah, that's. What was good offense or?
We had a guy here in that time. There was Collin, a guy that he played in the NFL. He had like tryouts on the NFL, and he was playing here. He was a beast, man. He was, I don't know. He was tight end, receiver.
He was drafted. Yeah, he was drafted as a tight end, but ended up playing receiver here.
Yeah, he
But
was
really,
so
really good.
big. He was so big. So just for you to see the comparison, we had here also a wall, an American guy, and he was also a DB. This guy was a DB. Man, he hit him so hard one of the times, and I can tell you the guy didn't even did a step back.
No?
The guy was
Yeah.
so big. He was really he had like 2 or 3 guys on top of him, so he could fall. And maybe he was tired of carrying them all, and then he would fall.
Yeah.
But the guy was a beast, and he was just having fun. Yes, exactly. It was exactly like with the kids. Yeah, he
And
was.
it was funny because he was one of those guys that he tried his chance in the NFL, and then he kind of decided that he was not going to play football anymore because I think he got
Yeah.
injured and then he got cut. He was with the Jets and then with the Buccaneers. And then I think he was working like on a farm or something, and someone called him to come to Lisbon
Yeah,
to play.
it was. One
So
of
he
the guys.
came, and he was
Yeah,
basically
he was-
like,
yeah, and then-
here the situation is not better than yours. Like you have housing, probably a meal a day or two, and you don't get paid much. I don't know how
Gym.
much they were paying him, but
I
you get the
think
gym. And he came here for the adventure.
Yeah, and then he created that lifestyle. Him and the quarterback also, Joey Bradley. He's in Sweden now.
I know him. I know Joey Bradley.
Yeah, he was playing on the
Joey,
Devils.
so-
Yeah, and then they created this lifestyle of traveling and trying to play. That was his trying to do this lifestyle. But he was super chill, man. He was really nice person. He was
I
in the
think
game.
after he left the Devils, he didn't play for any other team. He was like, he came here, he had his fair share of adventure, and then he came back to the United States and started. I think he started singing and like he started trying to have his music career or something.
Oh.
I think his name is like -2 music or something.
Yeah,
So he's like a very, very chill guy, super freestyle,
Collin Franklin.
super
Collin
cool.
Franklin, right?
Yeah, that's his name, Collin Franklin.
I feel like that there are two types of American or any other import players. Players that just do it for the experience and for the fun, and just want to travel Europe, because there are so many Americans that have never been to like Europe, and for them it's just an opportunity to go and basically go on a free holiday. You know, get housing paid for, everything taken care of, and play football, the sport that they know how to play. So.
Yeah.
And they have other players that just really want to have another shot, another opportunity.
Yeah, you can see that what you said. You can really see that difference in the way players conduct themselves when they come here. There's a comment here saying he came for surf.
Yeah.
Oh.
He came here because of the beaches and he came for surfing. So you can see the type of the vibe from that guy. He was really chill all the time, looking like a Cali guy, you know, long hair.
Yeah, I'm putting
Yeah.
I'm putting it on the stream. I don't know if you have the possibility of seeing the stream.
Well, you'll maybe see later. But for example,
Yeah.
if you search Collin Franklin on the internet,
It's
that's
okay.
the first guy that
It's
will
not-
show
it's-
up.
it's
If
not
you
really-
just search
it's not-
Collin Franklin, that's the first guy that
It's,
show up.
it's not really that important. I think it's okay. We can show it to you off
Hey,
stream.
hold
or
on, I
something.
need to. My phone is not charging.
Okay.
I'm gonna get another charger.
Ok.
No problem.
So, enquanto ele foi meter o telemóvel a carregar, eu estou a fazer aqui grande malabarismo. Ok, enquanto
tentar colocar o
dizer olá pessoal, olá Nuno Simões, olha, agora é a tua oportunidade de vir aqui, mandar vir com o rapaz. Foi
Eu
o
acho
Nuno
que sim.
Simões que nos arranjou o contacto, by the way. Obrigado Nuno Simões pela oportunidade. Acho que é uma oportunidade fixe para nós e para toda a gente que queira ver o stream e conhecer como é que é o mundo do futebol americano lá fora. Português, porque ele é português. O Darth Peida disse olá, o VFRR. Eu acho que este senhor é o Vítor Frias. O Nuno Páscoa. O Nuno Páscoa também disse olá, boas. E o José Pedro Mota, ele veio para o surf. Ok, we already have a question, so we are going to explain how is this working. We are going to explain it in Portuguese. Mito, queres explicar?
Em inglês?
Não, em português. Explica em português, porque é para o pessoal ouvir.
Mas queres que eu explique o quê então? Queres que eu
uh,
explique? Nós vamos ter agora uma pergunta e
Não,
ele vai responder à pergunta.
Não é isso. Ok, eu explico. Nós fazemos isto todas as vezes, mas vou explicar mais uma vez. Juntem-se ao Discord, escrevam o tópico que querem falar nos tópicos, entrem na sala de espera e depois nós puxamos-vos para o Stream Room. O Mito vai só fazer um teste com vocês são e depois vocês juntam-se ao Stream Room. Nós já temos aqui uma pergunta do Darth Peida.
O Darth é que se podia juntar.
Exato, junta-te no Discord, junta-te à sala e vem-me perguntar diretamente.
Eu acho que sim. Eu acho que hoje é o dia.
Hoje é o dia. So, I have a question for you. How do we call you? Thomas? Tony?
They call me, here they call me Costa.
Costa? Okay.
Costa.
So, Costa.
By the last name. My friends call me Tony.
Okay, Costa. It's okay.
Senhor António.
So, Costa, did you ever heard about the football in Portugal?
I did, actually.
Have you seen it?
I had not really. When I was in high school, when I was bored, I would look it up, like highlights, and because I knew there was football in Portugal. But I had a friend who went to the Lumberjacks as an OC.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
From Belgium.
Okay.
Last season.
No.
No.
2-3 years ago, I think, with like Will. I know his Facebook name is Raider Will, like an American coach.
Okay.
Coach, I don't remember. I remember AJ,
because they had the last season they had like Gavin, that was the head coach, and then it was 2 years ago because he was prior COVID. So maybe because they brought the coaching staff of foreign coaches. So I think that's when he came.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know.
So I'll leave real quick just to get the first call, and then I'll join you.
Yeah,
I'll join you guys.
But we can keep talking. So which team have you been seeing? Did you see any team or just highlights from one team or from the whole league or do you remember any team? Just Lumberjacks.
Yeah, but I'm from my street name, like I'm registered in Lisboa, so I just know the Navigators and Red Devils, right?
No, it's Lisboa Devils, but it's Devils, so it's okay. Yeah.
I know those two teams. Okay. I know Portugal has a national team, which I would like to play for, because I don't really. The Belgium national team is not really for me. Just politics. So.
Okay.
If I get the opportunity to play for the Portuguese national team, I would definitely. I don't know much.
Yeah, we had some tryouts for the national team, but then we had some problems, and we have the coach that is Amorim, but we had some problems, and the federation didn't develop that project, but it's basically in standby. So
we have here the first question.
And wait, just a bit. Let me just say, my personal opinion is, I think you can do it. Okay, I think you can play for the national team. I don't think it will be a problem, and I don't think you need to be nervous or anything. I think it's pretty okay. Okay, you can push that.
I'm for the principle. I feel like everyone is equal. If I want to make it, I should be there for the practice. You know, like you cannot just assume, he's on the national team because he played there. No, like I feel like I still would have to earn my spot. You feel me?
For sure.
So because everyone is competing. Like,
and I think that's the best way of. And I don't think the coaches would want anything different. So I'm saying that you could by what you know and by your experience. It doesn't mean that you would stay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everyone.
Yeah. Okay. We are gonna push the first caller. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Darth. How are you?
Oh.
Do?
Hello.
Hello. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Mas em português, ele pode apresentar em português.
You can introduce yourself in Portuguese.
Ok, pronto. Então, meu nome é José, eu sou só um adepto, basicamente. Eu fiquei a conhecer tudo o futebol americano praticamente a partir das redes sociais e pronto, gosto de ver também este tipo de programas como vocês têm, o de Corações, isso acho que é uma boa maneira de divulgar a modalidade e pronto.
E de onde é que estás a falar já agora? Do Porto?
Estou em Gondomar. Também
Ok.
agora mesmo.
Não era preciso dizer, não precisa a tua rua onde estás, ok? Era só a zona mais ou menos do Porto estava bom, mas não precisava ser Gondomar. Tá bem, ok. Now in English, so Costa understands.
Okay, so I just have a question for him. So with all this situation with the COVID-19 pandemic, with the league starting basically from scratch, I wanted to ask how was the training, the difference between the normal training without the pandemic and now, if you had many restrictions?
So you want to know how the training looks like here?
Yes, how different it was from a normal training without the restrictions?
I mean, I just know, like back in Sweden, in COVID, really, when we started practicing, we couldn't wear gloves. We had to disinfect our hands before every practice, wash them, then disinfect, then come in. Face masks were not mandatory, but like here, I feel like our practices are not really, we don't really disinfect our hands. They ask us to wear our masks, you know, in the buildings, when we in the buildings, but at practice, it looks really normal. Today we did our PCR test, the COVID-19 test, because we are flying out Saturday to Germany, but besides that, it's really cool. I don't really feel like there's much COVID, but we are really isolated ourselves. We all live in one block, in one apartment block, so we're all like together. You feel me? I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just wondering if there was many differences between a normal practice and, for example, if you had kept distance from each other or something like that.
We don't have any protocol or like any changes. It's really a normal practice. Like on Tuesdays, we call it tough guy Tuesday. So we are rough on Tuesdays. So it's not like we have to wear masks or keep distance. We train the same. Like we train like there's no COVID-19 really.
But how many tests do you do?
Thank you.
Espera aí. How many and do you do tests often or?
So for
yeah. No.
No, so for away games, we get tested. We do the PCR tests, and then home games we didn't get tested. So it's just the second week now. So I don't know how it will be when we get in Cologne if we get tested. I think we will have to get tested before we go back to Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
But for like home games, we didn't get tested. We just played.
Yeah, I see you. Darth, do you? Your name is Jose, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any more questions to Costa?
No, for now it was just basically this, and I'm gonna ask if you enjoyed the overall experience for now being in a European competition.
I mean,
if it is,
it's really, man. The first day I got here it's so professional. They take care of everything, like hotel. The first night they get us a hotel for training camp. The training camp was in Reus, where we normally practice. They all put us in hotels, so we don't have to go back and forth, and with buses and like game day as well. It's so perfect. Like they take care of everything, like your jersey, our helmets, even our helmets. Like on home games, we have a red face cage. and on away games we have a yellow face cage, and they all fix it. It's even the player, even the coaches that been in the NFL, been to college, XFL, CFL said this is here in Barcelona is a better organization than they've seen in some XFL teams, CFL teams.
That's pretty
You know,
cool.
like it's
Amazing.
really cool. We are really grateful to be here. I think we are like, if you'd see the apartment we live in and how they take care of us, we should really be grateful, and it's super professional.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Darth, do you want to shout out somebody?
I don't know. I just want to say good job with the program you're doing,
Thank you.
and keep it up. I think it's good for our sports here in Portugal to spread the word to everyone.
Yeah,
And now with the pandemic, it's just the right time to do it. So
Yeah, a
right.
I
little
really
bit
hope
late.
to
Thank you.
motivate people just to like just do it. Like, you know, if you have a chance to play somewhere, it don't matter where in Europe, like what division, I would just do it. Like, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Like, I would never think in my life I would be here. You feel me? I just did it. I got an opportunity and I just took it. You know.
It's nice.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing.
And it will only help Portuguese players. It will only help Portuguese players to grow and get better at football. If they see competition getting higher, everyone is going to step up. Everyone is going to follow. So
That is pretty cool. Darth, queres dar os beijinhos e os adeusos?
Pessoal, olha, muito obrigado pela oportunidade. Para a próxima também apareço aqui com.
É isso. Se tiveres outro tema, podes na mesma aparecer e falas outra vez, não há stress.
Exato, qualquer
Tá bem,
pergunta.
então.
É isso. Obrigado.
Ok,
Tchau.
muito obrigado.
Tchau.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Goodbye.
And that's funny because I was actually going to ask something like that, especially about the differences between playing, for example, in the UK and Sweden, and even Germany, because you played in GFL, and that's the highest, or probably one of the highest leagues that you can get in Europe, before obviously the European League of Football. But now that you're inside of it, now that you're part of it, what are the main differences that you see from those leagues, and even comparing those other leagues, GFL, Sweden, and the UK?
You don't have to be super specific. You just have to
Exactly,
like, yeah. You don't have to say we have 3 pieces of equipment and the other one we have 5. No, you don't need to say that kind of
then
thing.
I would say like about UK, it was like college, you know. We don't in UK we didn't have a league really. It was just an academy, and we would play against like other teams.
Okay.
The equipment in the UK, like in the Bristol Academy, was good. Like now I see they have new helmets. The jerseys are nice. You know. So that's no problem. The practice facilities in the UK are really good at Bristol Pride.
Yeah, I have the feeling that they are kind of investing a bit in the American football, like not fully, but like you can see kind of a difference and I think it's also because of the NFL having games there, is bringing the sports more.
And the NFL Academy too that they have.
Now they have a competition, the NFL Academy, and I think they're trying to compete now against each other. But I mean, if you get sponsored by the NFL, like
yeah, exactly.
And about the UK still, did you play against Queen Mary University of London?
No.
No, because we had a friend that he also went there to university.
I think it was around the same time. I think
it was like 3 years ago or something, 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
I wasn't there. 4 years ago.
Yeah, so it was just a curiosity.
I just know we play university teams because they have a season and they have a league, but we cannot compete in that league.
Okay.
So we play them as like a scrimmage or a preseason game for them to get ready for the season.
Really like a football academy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay.
Like in Bristol, we don't have a season. We just play irregular games. We play against a French team. We played against Cologne U19 team. You know, like we organize those type of games. The time I was there, we didn't go to an away game. We had only home games, so I don't know about how the organization went over there. But then in Sweden, I mean, I liked it. I liked how they took care of us. I don't complain. I don't really complain. Everything was good. Equipment good. They will take care of us. Then GFL, yeah. I mean, you can definitely tell like the difference between European players and American players. Because like American players get like cars, you know, get money.
You see how much money they get. You see through the money the difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you also see in the game, so it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they deserve it if they, you play good. So
But now I think there's not that big of a. Well, there's always a big difference. Obviously, they're Americans. But for example, the game I watched closest was the Panthers against the Cologne Centurions, and the Polish players and the German players were balling out, and they were making plays against the Americans, and even I think the running back that got the most yards was a French running back. He wasn't even the American running back on the Panthers. It
was Martiz, I think. No, it was a receiver. The receiver was he scored 2 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, the receiver that got most yards was Polish, and the running back that got most yards for the Panthers was French. So that was something nice to see.
Yeah, but I mean, I think like Americans, they gotta like realize that because they don't know football in Europe exists, and I feel like they gotta really realize that people in Europe are putting in the work, and that like some of them are surprised that like, oh, these Europeans can actually play football.
Yeah.
You know? Like I know I can tell you European DBs that could look up some American wide receivers, for example. You know?
Yeah, and that's something that I really enjoyed because, and me and Lich were talking about this in the beginning before, because we also wanted to introduce the league a little bit for the people that are watching our program and are in doubt or on if they pay for the Game Pass to watch the games and stuff like that. And that was something that I was really interested about this league to see, and I wanted to see these first games to check on it, is how would be the competitiveness between the European players and the American players, because there's so many more American players now than compared with the regular leagues that you can have. I think the limit is usually 2 or 3 that you can have, and now you guys, I think you can have more on your team, right?
We
No more than 3.
We still have 2 on the field at each time.
Okay.
Because I feel like this league it's like the GFL. You can have 4 Americans.
Okay.
I mean, you can have as many as you want, but like you can only play 2 at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So one,
I
two,
wasn't know.
like we have, for example, our quarterback and our receiver are American.
Okay.
You know, and we have our linebacker and cornerback that are American as well.
The cornerback is 25, right?
No,
Or 23.
like he's half. That's Nico Lester. He's half American, half German, and he was born in Germany, so it makes him.
So he's German. Okay.
But he plays like an American. You know?
Yeah, I was in that because I think he did an interception.
Yeah.
In the last game, right?
Back for a touchdown.
Yes, that was the one that. Yeah. And you saw the interception from the Panthers, the one from Daniel, the number 19. He did an interception,
and
started returning it.
Yes, he got tackled.
And then got blown out.
Wait, I want to show it. I want to show that.
That's the worst thing that could happen.
It was funny because I follow a bunch of guys from the Panthers because I went there on Erasmus last year, and I got to practice with them a bunch of times before COVID shut the practices down. So I got to follow a bunch of these guys on Instagram, and he posted a picture of his interception, of the moment of his interception, and the caption was going from 100 to 0 real quick. So even he's making fun of the situation.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Yeah, but he's a really nice guy. He's a really good player. He's number 19 for the Wrocław Panthers.
We saw like we have to study. We have film study. So we saw the Panthers defense play, and like Polish players, they can play football.
Yeah,
they
can.
Very good, and they are very focused about it.
Yeah, and
especially
they don't
in the Panthers.
They don't have a lot of European players. They barely have European.
That's
players.
because of that's because of the rules that they have in Poland.
Yeah.
That they, for example, when I went there, the first thing they told me was like, we are just making sure you don't want to play because you can't play. Because maybe in Portuguese, I'm not able to play because they only if you're European, American, whatever nationality, if you're not Polish, you count as import. So and they only have 2. So whatever nationality you have,
boys,
unless you're Polish, you cannot play.
Boys,
it don't matter. So you basically like in America come as well.
Let me just show.
Any foreign players counts as American.
Let me show just the play in the stream that you guys were talking about the interception. So basically, it was an interception. The guy started running, and then fumble, and there he goes, and he scores a touchdown. And it was, oh my god! I mean, as a DB, I can say that I would cry afterwards. I'll go to the bathroom and I will cry.
He did the hardest.
That's what we learned here. Like we have to block the intended receiver.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
That's a tip for everyone. Like if someone makes interception, block the intended receiver. And
because
I mean, a great hustle by the receiver.
Yeah,
you know?
that's also true.
True, that's true. And I think that receiver played with that quarterback before. He was number 11. They played together in Cologne Crocodiles, I think. Yeah, they played together there.
Okay.
So I think that's why they were connecting so well, because most of the passes were going to number 11, and he's German too. But that was so funny to watch. I was making an Instagram story in the moment that happened, and I was trying to give praise to the Panthers and make something cool. And when the interception happened, I was like, "Yeah, let's go Panthers!" And then he gets blown out.
You gotta cut it short.
Yeah, so I had to delete it. I saved it, but I didn't post it.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's really. I don't know, like that's like the best thing that could happen to the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, let me see. I think we have another question here.
Yeah, I was just writing them to come get to the para se juntar a chamada to join the call. Oh my god, I was reading Portuguese and talking English. My brain just collapsed.
Join the chamada.
My brain just collapsed.
Ele já está aí, eu vou lá buscá-lo.
Vai lá buscá-lo. Did you talk Portuguese at home? That's a question that's nothing to do with football. But did you talk Portuguese at home, or did you hear it only?
I used to talk, but like back when I was younger, my parents used to work a lot, and I would go for 2 months to Portugal with my grandma.
Okay.
So eu consigo falar em português, mas agora é muito difícil porque eu falo aqui eu falo francês e espanhol e I confuse French with Portuguese a lot. So I'll be saying when I try to speak Portuguese, I'll be saying French words instead. And it's really difficult to separate it.
Yeah, I understand. It's lack of experience. I'm in Austria, by the way, in Tirol, next to the Schwarzenegger Stadium. And in the
shit.
beginning, I'll try this year to see all the games. I didn't see one yet. I'm so sad, but and in the beginning, talking with my girlfriend was also super hard. And then you just try it and you keep talking. And it is good. Okay, so we have someone here. Yeah, let's get him.
Push.
Hello. Queres-te apresentar? Quem é que tu és?
Olá. Apresento primeiro em português?
Sim, pode ser.
Ele percebe português.
Ok. Então, eu sou o Vasco, tenho 20 anos, jogo wide receiver nos Porto Mats. Pronto.
E estás a falar de onde, Vasco?
Estou a falar do Porto nesta altura.
Ok, boa. E qual é o teu take? Então agora podes falar inglês?
A minha pergunta é em inglês?
Sim, pergunta-lhe em inglês.
Ok. I just wanted to ask Tony, what's the youngest player on your team, and what advice would you give to European upcoming athletes?
All right, I like this. So, are you asking the youngest import or the youngest like player in general?
In your team.
Youngest overall.
In your team.
So from the Spanish players, the youngest is I think 18 or 19.
Okay.
And then from imports, me and the quarterback are the youngest, 23. And word of advice for upcoming athletes, man, just outwork everyone, especially now, when you got PPI, the chance to go to college. I know football in Portugal needs to grow, but if you really want to have a shot of going on a PPI tour, get a D1 scholarship offer, go to a camp where they showcase, for example, and I know they showcase it in Germany or Paris. Go to one of those camps, and just now with COVID, it's difficult to go to other type of camps to improve yourself. Because I feel like in Europe, the most important thing that we need is coaching. That's why Barcelona, they invested in only American coaches to teach us all the things that we don't know. Because I feel like in all the other leagues, coaches can just be some guy, and they go to a coaching clinic for one time and they are a coach. You feel me? So I would just especially as a receiver, man, there's so much on YouTube you can learn. Just on the game, Wide Receiver Factory is something on YouTube that is very interesting for receivers. And just work on your technique as well. Work on your technique, work on your speed. Get to the gym, stay healthy. Yeah, and just work, man. Learn a lot from the game. So it's not only physically, but mentally, know your game. Know, okay, he's inside, he's pressed inside. How should I release? Craft your routes. Do whatever it takes. So, but I know, if you wanna get it, you'll get it. You feel me?
Yeah. Posso ligar a minha câmera que só para não quero aparecer na stream.
Can you see the stream, the Discord call? He wants to show the camera. I don't know. I hope it's
Anthony. Tony. Okay. Mostra. Wait.
Let me just.
Okay.
So
I think
I just wanted. Damn, that's too much.
Oh my god!
I think.
You can't stand out there.
Wait a sec. So.
Remember him?
So actually, it's pretty funny that you talk about PPR recruits. So I'm actually going to a camp in about 2 weeks
Yes, sir.
in Germany, and yeah, it's gonna be an opportunity to get better.
Hey,
And
just something like, man, like if pay attention. If someone is not paying attention, grab as many reps as you can. I've been to a camp just to watch because it was in Sweden, and man, fight for your spot. Like if someone is just slacking around and they need a receiver, jump in there, like ask questions, and you feel me?
okay.
Just do what it takes and fight for your shit. Like fight for your spot. Like if nobody wants to go, like everyone is there for one reason, and it goes fast. You know, get your spot, fight for it. Like, but yeah, you should be alright.
Okay, thank you. I actually know Bart too. I was selected. I was going to Europe Warriors 2 years ago, but actually COVID hit. Okay, so I actually talked to Bart sometimes. So it's funny that you actually now in his team.
Yeah, it's a good connection. It's a really good connection to have, and he has connections everywhere. So in the future, if you need something, like just give him a text. You know.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, tell Brett to check his DMs. But yeah, that's very nice. And how old were you, Tony, when you started your European journey in football? Like when you went to the UK?
I was kind of old because I had to graduate high school here in Belgium, and I was kind of late. I was like 20, I think.
Okay.
No, yeah, but that was the point. How old are you, Vasco?
20.
Yeah, that was my point. So that was where I was trying to get. So even if COVID took 2 years away from your opportunity, there's still plenty of time, and you just need to keep working hard, like Tony said.
Yeah, I mean, like COVID for me. Oh my days! Like I haven't played football before going to Sweden, so I came there and I was trash. I was getting not burned, but like they were catching the ball. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say I was getting burned.
Catching the ball.
But, you know, like yo, and then COVID happened. Yo, I went to the field every day. Like we had the field next to us. I asked my roommates, yo, you want to go to the field? Everyone was like, nah, not today, blah, blah. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just go alone. I did my shit. And I came back, and the first thing coaches said, like, yo, you really fucking improved. Like, you got faster, you got quicker. Like, you feel me? So just keep your head down and work, man. Like, despite anything, COVID, whatever, hurricane, whatever, just do your shit. You can even do, like, technique at home. You feel me? Like, releases.
Yeah.
You got a beach in Portugal, like, in Porto as well.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we have.
Beach work, man. Beach work. You can do sprints at the beach.
Yeah.
Like, and just take care of your body. You're gonna be alright.
Yeah, taking care of your body is super important. People don't take enough credit. They don't give him enough credit to taking care of the body, and taking care of the body is like 80%.
The best ability is availability. You know, be ready at all times.
That's gonna be the thumbnail. Will be will be
The
that.
best ability is
That was
availability,
nice.
for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
The
man
clickbait.
up. Yeah, next man up. Like,
So
so that's
oh, sorry.
I'm just saying. I just want to really say it's so important to like take care of your body, and give yourself credit, man. Like, you know, you work hard. Like, give yourself like credit sometime. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like, it's okay to rest sometimes and do something besides football. Because like, if it's gonna be football on your mind all the time, it's gonna be hard for your mental. So like, go to the beach, go see a girl, play beach volleyball.
Or men,
You
we
know-
are not. We don't discriminate that.
Oh no.
Whatever, man. Just as long as you are happy, we are happy. We
Yeah.
are not that kind of people.
But yeah,
away
Yo.
this conversation shit.
Yeah.
But like no, it's definitely, like just go on the PPI tour, you know, like and just ball out. I have a cousin. I have a cousin in Belgium. He's like he's 17 and he got invited for the PPI tour, but due to COVID, like he cannot go. So just get ready for next year. And if not, like there are other ways. There are other ways. Like you don't have to go to college to go to the NFL. Like now with the ELF.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
great
especially
opportunity.
for European players, like we got like the NFL pathway program,
Yeah.
and then the CFL international,
Yeah.
like combine and all that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
hard
getting,
work.
and it's getting recognized. Football
Yeah.
in Europe is getting recognized. Like
Yeah.
I've seen, like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it close because of Sandro Platzkummer. I work with him, doing images for him and stuff. And him going there, it was a boom here. It's like now here he's an idol. It's like he's in every poster, every news about football is there. It's like he's coming to Tirol and everybody knows it. It's huge publicity. He's having even players talking. Like the quarterback, I don't remember his name. Daniel was saying, there was a big game now, like the Raiders against the Vikings, and it was basically Giants players were saying, go there and check that game out. It's gonna be amazing and shit. And that's amazing. It's like for European players having someone rooting or saying something or acknowledging that the game exists here. It's amazing. Yeah.
I mean, like it's like a kick in the door, you know, like like someone made it to the like and like, but there are other people like Anthony,
Seiko.
Like,
He's playing for the Kings, right?
Leipzig Kings and the Anthony plays for Frankfurt Galaxy. They went to NFL as well. And they all played, like,
exactly. Double, it was one of the first Europeans, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I followed him hard.
I think especially like for French players that showed like like he's Double started at a late age playing football apparently.
Yes.
So I mean he's gifted, you know. I think
he's a beast.
And that's one of the things that I think will be solved in the future is because here you would need to find American football through highlights and maybe a friend telling you that football exists. So when you find it, even if you're gifted, sometimes you're late to the party, and maybe that's the case of Double and many of the players. Double fortunately got the opportunity to go to the NFL. But I think that with the growing of the game in Europe, more and more opportunities will come sooner for kids that are starting way younger. And like you say, PPI Recruit and NFL Academy and all the other things that we were talking here in the show, all these things will get European players knowledge in the world. And I think that's one of the main things that will make the sport grow, because not all of them are going to the US, or even if they go, like we have now organizations here like the ELF that are trying to make the game big here. So it will be another way of making a living through the game, or even like just playing the game here, and you don't need to go there.
Like back when I started playing, like we didn't even know GFL existed or opportunity to play in college existed. So we just played because we liked it. Mm-hmm. Now I see young kids like in Belgium or in Spain, like really working because they have PPI, they have all these other freaking international programs, so they can like go somewhere. Like they are on their shit. They like at a young age they already know like I can get somewhere with this sport. I can get a free education with this sport. I can play in a big league. I can make money with this sport. Back when we were younger, we didn't even know about that. We just played because we like it.
It was fun to hit people. But Costa, just explain a little bit what is BPI, just for the people that don't know like me.
So BPI is an international recruiting program based in Germany by Brandon Collier. He's like an American. He played in the NFL himself, and when he came to Germany, he saw potential in American football, and so he created this organization called PPI Recruits.
PPI. Okay.
PPI recruits, yeah. They're taking people like to Alabama and stuff like that, like filming the players from Europe inside of like Alabama, LSU. There's a big guy going there now that they have. There's a big recruit that they have. He went to all the big schools there, Ohio State.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what you get invited for the tour. Like you ball out on the camp, you get invited for the tour, and then you just go on a tour, like on a college tour in the summer. They have the open colleges where you can just go and visit, and then they ball out and they just get scholarships like that. Like Brandon, the guy, has so many connections, and now like colleges in America are seeing the potential of European kids and giving them scholarship. Like look at there's this tight end or receiver from Sweden. Man, he got offered by LSU, like and whatnot, Ohio State. You feel me?
Yeah, there's a guy playing Notre Dame. Also, there is a tight end that went from Germany. Yeah, there's a lot of European kids going there now.
But I think we are driving away a bit of the question itself. It's okay, but just don't drive away too much. Us, all of us. That's a thing of us. But Vasco, do you want to ask something else to Costa?
No, I don't think so. Just thank you for this opportunity.
The shout out. You can give the shout out to whatever you want.
Shout out to I don't know, my mom, my dad.
Yeah, see, so that's enough. So that's it.
Tell Costa that he will find you soon in a field playing against you, maybe.
Yeah, that would be kind of possible.
You better be ready though.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll be ready to. I'll be ready to.
I'm gonna be like this all the time.
Okay, so see you, Vasco. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Obrigado.
Take care.
Yeah, it's funny because we talked about this kid in the show previously. He plays in my team, and he's one of those guys that I see a lot of potential. He was consuming American football since he was like 15 or 16, but because he lived so far away from the team, he couldn't start playing until he was 18 when he moved to Porto. When university started, because the university was here, so he moved here to go to. It was a nice excuse to start playing, and now he's 20, but since he was 18, he was like in every practice, going to the weight room, and he is one of the most conditioned players that we have here, because most of the players take this like a hobby and they don't look at the game like he does. Placed for the conversations I had with him, because I was one of the first guys that introduced him to football and started practicing with him. And so, like we were saying, I think there's a lot of potential with him. And the way you were telling your story, that you started messaging everyone, like you didn't care about the outcome. You only cared about having a shot. I find funny that he wanted to come in the call, because that's a little bit how he takes it, and he's texting everyone, trying to get to the Europe Warriors. Tried already twice or three times and every time it got cancelled. So he tries another thing. Now he's going to this camp in Germany in like 10 days or something. So he's always trying, always in the weight room, and he isn't playing football really because of COVID for like a year and. Yeah, probably a year now, more than a year now, because everything stopped in March. But he's still every single day practicing, going to the field, going to the gym. So he's one of those guys that is really hard to find. But when you find, you really cheer for them to go further. So I think
we will have him in this. We will for sure will invite him to this podcast, because I think it's cool to have like people with. International experience or European experience, and also to inspire other people like you are a good example, a good inspiration for people to understand that it is possible. And like you said, Belgium in the beginning, the season was shit, the games were shit, and you didn't evolve in Belgium. It was by yourself, and I think that's nice. But okay, we have here some questions from someone that could not appear, cannot call you. He asked, compared to other leagues you had competed in, what are the three major differences to the LF?
They like just organization wise, they have a team and they really take care of their business, and like equipment as well. Like, you know, we get shoulder pads, we get helmets, we get like sponsored by
Monster.
like it's BCA is the BCA drink, you know, and we get like our facilities is just, it's like an office. We go in, there's a fridge full of one of those, we take one before we practice, we have ice baths after practice, we have physios on the spots, we have water boys.
Okay, wow. How many?
I think 2.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so nice.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's to have a water boy. Like, open your mouth and someone drops water in it. It's so professional.
But we have 2 practice fields and then 1 game field.
Okay.
So, and then like our house, like, you know, it's crazy. We have a swimming pool in the residence. We live in a freaking hotel residence.
That's so nice.
You know, like.
Yeah, and to imagine to have that in Europe, you know, to be in Europe, you don't need to go to the US, and you're going by plane to play a game in Germany or in Poland. You're in Barcelona and you're Belgian slash Portuguese slash Greek slash I don't know how many more nationalities, and you have this opportunity. That's crazy.
Okay.
It really is.
So the one of the comparisons is the organization is way better, right?
Yeah.
What other can you add 2 more, or do you think that is already for the 3 and 5?
Organization.
Maybe the competition.
I think like coaching, like for us, we have all American coaches. We have a CFL legend, Adam Riedel.
Yeah. He was with the BC Lions, right?
Exactly. I saw all his rings that he had. It's crazy to like have a coach like that. He knows the game. He, like, you know, they all been there. They all done it. So I would say coaching as well. So it's our coaching staff is very organized and maybe the like very professional.
What you said.
And we learn so much.
Yeah, sorry. And what you said of the competition between the position to know how much you have to fight for your position. Maybe you also said that was a difference from the LF for the other teams that you've been in.
I mean, everyone wants to play, and it's the thing is as well. Like, it's not like any other team. Like, there's a guarantee that you will stay for the rest of the season. People get cut.
Yeah.
Till this day, people are getting cut from the team. You fuck up, like, you out. You don't wear your shorts to practice, or, you know, you get fined. Money's going off your next check. And yeah, so it's really, we gotta compete for your spot, and especially like with the high competition of players and the good players that we have, it's hard, man. We practice 5 times a week, and we have to go hard 5 times a week to just show we want to play.
Okay.
Because, you know, Americans, they have different mentality. You know?
Yeah, I think the mentality it's for sure it's different, because you have to fight for your job. Although it's not a job. It's not a job because you cannot do that 24/7, but not 24/7, but not like a work, but so like fighting for a part-time job that you want to make it a full job. So yeah, it's.
I mean, you get paid. We all are getting paid.
It's a part-time job.
Are getting paid.
Yeah, I know. I have also contact with other teams, and I also knew that. Another question that they did someone did was João Ferreira asked, how do you think that ALF can achieve longevity?
Yeah, from the programs that you've already been and the leagues that you have already seen, like what are maybe some things, because we've seen leagues like the XFL and the AFL trying to do something similar in the US and failing after 1 year, and even NFL Europe, we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it, and it also ended. What do you think? Maybe if you have an idea about this, what do you think are some key steps that they can have and take to have longevity? I'll be right back. I'll just turn on my light.
For me personally, I think it's like there's so much money flowing around, like and I just think like we already have a lot of sponsors, and ELF is already sponsored by a lot of people. And I think if I know like next, I don't know if it's next year or in 2 years, there will be so many more teams.
Yeah.
I heard in Paris and London, they'll have teams.
England also.
London and Paris are the two that will join quickly after, I think.
Yeah, I heard about it also.
So that means more eyes. You feel me? More people investing in it. If there are more teams, I think. But I wouldn't really not know about the organization itself, because I feel like it's really. I think it was really difficult to know like what's really going on, and
it's not like not your job. You are there.
You're the player.
No, but you can have. The question was about what you think, and not if it was really gonna happen or not. It's like by your perspective.
I have the feeling now it will stay longer than NFL Europe has, because like now there's more eyes on American football in Europe, and the sport compared to back then is so much bigger now. So I think there's more possibility that it will stay longer because it's already known here, and especially like with GFL and all that. That definitely work.
And comparing those two, like comparing NFL Europe and ELF, I think the main thing is the NFL Europe was NFL's development league.
Yeah.
So it was made to. It was made with the least talented players that they had in the NFL. But now we are trying to make it the highest level league in Europe. So it's a different way a different perspective to how we see the league.
And I feel like that, especially like I feel like NFL Europe, they focused on American players that were not good in the NFL.
Exactly.
But ELF, they focus on European players. They focus on the growth of European players. Like that's why you can only have 10 European imports and like then 4 American imports. So they really, I feel like they want to put the focus on
homegrown talent.
European talent, because obviously Americans are gonna demand much more money, which will take a lot more money. Like, I would till this day I would play for free. I don't care.
I'm playing for free, so yeah, I will keep. I'm playing for free.
That's why I think it will last longer, because like the money they give to like Spanish players compared to American players is big, and it's big, So that's why I don't really stress about the league going bad.
You believe that you believe that the league will go forward, and I also believe the same. I think I don't agree with some things they are doing, like the live stream. I think it will be smarter from them to this year having like some kind of free so everybody could see it, so people start getting addicted and then making it pay. Yes, I'll be one of those people for sure. I'm guarantee you.
Or at least like one game for free, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, exactly. At least one game from everybody for free. Are you still with us? I think you froze. Okay.
Yeah, but I can still hear though.
Oh,
It's
okay,
no
okay, no
problem.
worries.
okay.
Yeah, but I think in terms of live stream, and live stream is not really that good to be paying almost the same as the NFL, and you have 1/10 of what the NFL gives you. It's like not. I don't see it worth it for now. But like they could grow with the time, and also being for free, or like Meat said, one game that would be enough. But we have an interesting question here. Again from Joao. He asked, name the best athlete you went against and the best athlete you share the field with. And I have another one. Let me add just, and the best, the player that you are most excited to play against also. If you have some, you might not have.
Shit. The best athlete I've ever went against.
The guy that you, it's in your
In your mind, in your dreams, when you go to sleep, you think about it.
yes. When you have nightmares, or when you have nightmares, damn you.
Maybe the receiver from the search that caught the touchdown against you. Maybe he's in your dreams right now.
Man, I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him. I told him after the game, you just got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bit
Christmas
all.
is once a year. Christmas is once a year.
That's
Merry
the bit all.
Christmas. Next time it won't be Christmas.
Yeah. But
Exactly.
then
But that's a difficult question. I just know the greatest, like a crazy athlete I've shared the field with. Alpha Jallo, wide receiver DB for Leipzig Kings.
let me try to get here.
A picture for him.
Yeah, Alpha General.
No,
Jallo.
Jalloh.
He's
my guy.
Jallo.
For the Kings.
Gallo.
The Kings have like 20 wide receivers or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it's crazy.
Eu vou-te mandar a publicação, Lich.
É isso, manda. He's gonna share it with me. Okay. Man,
And
manda.
I think
Okay, podias ter mandado. Okay, sorry. Yes?
I think Tristan McCaffrey, a running back who plays for Berlin Adler, GFL 2 team. And GFL 1, like, this guy was nuts. Yeah. It was crazy. He was so quick, man. He just took like.
Did you share the field with either one of those?
Yeah, I did. But I really don't know against shit.
This is the player that
I'm trying to think.
This is the player that Costa was talking about. Alpha Jallo. Okay. He looks a nice person, but for sure he's a beast.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
He's a receiver.
And a player I would like to go against.
Safety. Okay. And the one that you played against, who was it?
Yeah, or that you would like to go against.
In this league or in general?
You can say one from this league and one in general. Because I would like to hear one from this league, because if you end up playing against him, it will be nice for people to tune in to watch.
Yeah.
For me, I would like to go. I know it's difficult, but for me, just for my personal self and for my growth, I would like to go against any receiver that went to.
So against Berlin.
Played in the NFL.
So against Berlin.
With the guy from Berlin that played for the Chiefs, for example, I would love to go against him.
I don't remember.
Anthony, maybe double A.
or double, but I'm not playing against the Kings though.
Yeah.
But I would love to go against those players to like see for myself where I'm at.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It's hard to find him. I'm not.
Look for the
Oh,
Chiefs
it's
picture.
here. Satavius Jones. This guy is a beast.
He's trying to show he's trying to show the player in the live stream,
Yeah.
so people know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good, and like he has a program as well to get yourself better as a football player.
Centurions.
In the gym,
Jobs.
in the gym and on the field. Like, man, I would go with this guy to the field and like I would feel myself being just a better football player, mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Like I would be quicker and be faster and just know more football. It was not only about speed and like it was really like we would train releases, for example.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of man coverage, releases. We would like train zone coverage as well, zone turns, all of that. So yeah.
And one funny thing about these guys that like what you're saying, he has a program for other players to get better in Europe, and
Yeah.
He was talking about
I'm looking
it.
through the pictures and what.
He was talking about it right now. I don't know if you're in the same conversation, but he
Yeah,
was saying
but-
that.
Yes, let me finish.
Okay.
What I was going to say is he played for a bunch of teams in NFL.
Yeah.
He played for the Saints, for the Chiefs, for
the Colts.
I don't know, for the Colts, and still he wants to come here and help the game grow here with that program. Like he could live his life there and only worry about himself and trying to get better in the NFL, but he prefers to come here and maybe have even more work to do with that type of program, in playing in conditions that are not like the NFL, and still he prefers to come here and do that hard job to grow the game here. I think that tells a lot about a player.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like people just want to play football, no matter what or where.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
I know the NFL is rough. Like you get cut like that. So I feel like if you go around and you've been around and you just want to play football, like I feel like Europe is the next thing, or CFL, or even XFL. I don't know if XFL is still a thing, but like
Yeah.
people
they're coming
consider
back.
other options.
Yeah, the XFL
so,
is
like,
coming back.
So, and I feel like this ELF is also a great way to get back on track and get going for like higher leagues and better team. Like I know there are CFL teams looking at GFL and now at ELF and seeing receivers and having contact with them. So yeah, I don't know, but I think it's nice for players like that to like. I'm not gonna say lower themselves, but like I know they like NFL, like age is a big thing as well. Like if they see like a bit older, not a lot of people are gonna be like, how many years does he have to himself and like.
Yeah, but that shows that how humble he is, because like I said, he could go live his life, but he loves the game so much that he prefers to come here. That's a good thing.
And help the game grow.
Yeah.
I have one last question for you. So my question is, how do you see yourself in 5 years? No, I'm not gonna hire you, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Damn. I mean, I'm a guy. I live day by day, but
It's okay.
Shit.
Well, I promise in 5 years I won't be saying to you, "Oh, you didn't say you were.
You're not there.
You're not there. What are you doing?"
But you look like an ambitious player.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a nice.
That's
That's
exactly
Oh.
that's my point.
in
What
5
are your
years.
ambitions?
That's a lot of time.
Okay.
I'm 23 now.
Then what is your ambition? Like in then
Uh,
2 years.
I work like I'll work to go to the NFL. Like that's my goal. I know like it's my less than 1%,
Yeah.
but it
Still.
will get me better and it will get me to other places. And if not, like I will still enjoy life and I still enjoy playing football no matter what or where. But I will definitely work to that and like especially now I will just I know I will work and if not like CFL, I'll do the CFL combine as well to see where I'm at. You know, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
but
in 5 years, I know. In 5 years, I know I'll be playing football. Like
Yeah.
that's it. No,
Yeah,
it don't matter where.
But I think I know what you meant. So basically, you have the dream of going to NFL and you're gonna work for it, but you won't be disappointed if you don't go because you know that you every day will gonna be the best version of yourself to fulfill your dream. And
Yes, sir.
in the worst case, you just get better, and there's nothing wrong about it.
Yeah.
1% better each day. You know.
Yeah, and that
So-
is
Exactly.
that is more than zero.
Exactly.
So I
No.
think. Do you want?
I have one last question,
Okay.
more about the league. How are you feeling about this weekend game against the Centurions? How prepared do you feel? How is the team vibe? How is everyone? Like, how do you feel about this game?
We are
Especially
prepared.
because both of you are 0-1, right? So one of those two teams are coming out with a win.
Facts. I feel like we are prepared. We game plan good against them. We break down film really well, and we just know what to do. And all we have to do is just do our job, and I know we will win if we do our job. But I'm excited to go on a plane with a team, you know,
Yeah.
and have the experience of like traveling with a team to like another country. You know, they said we have to keep it classy and business style. So,
That's cool.
Going with a suit.
Yeah.
so yeah, actually, yeah. They
That's
told us
nice.
to bring a suit.
That's so nice.
That's
They
cool.
told
Yeah.
us I don't have a suit. I might go with a camisa,
Yes.
Yeah.
but yeah.
That
I
was.
don't
Yeah.
know.
that was-
I'll be watching the game.
Yeah,
for
I will.
sure.
I also will be watching because, like I said, I have now you. I didn't know that you were playing, and I think most of Portuguese people don't know. But now people have something to look up. Number 8 from the Dragons, from the Barcelona Dragons. Be looking at him. For sure, you won't be disappointed. And I also have. I know a guy from the Centurions, a receiver, number 17, I think. And I think
17?
yeah, I think he's gonna be. He's the white dude with white sleeves and super skinny. Yeah, he will know it for sure. It's like, but I like him a lot, and I think if you play with him, give your best. I know that you always do, but hit him hard, and because he will enjoy it also. He likes competition as much as you do, so. I think it
Good.
will be a nice, interesting match.
I
So
mean, I just know I just know they're a run team. They run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
That London guy.
well, yeah, but
he runs a lot.
yeah, but we have
A
to.
lot.
Yeah, but we have to understand that they did 3 interceptions. Okay, I think after the third one, we just say, okay, maybe we start running and not pass that much.
Still, he has like 250. No, he has 272 yards
In one game that they lose.
in one game. He almost
they
had
lose.
300 yards in a losing game.
they lost that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had 12.8 yards a carry.
Yeah.
12.8. How come?
12.8. That's a first down every time he touched the game. Yeah, that's a first down every time he touched the ball, and he had 3 touchdowns. So I wish you all the luck to try to stop this guy. And seriously, I hope for the best. I'm really cheering to see an interception coming from you this game.
Yeah, me
Bro,
too.
please don't fumble the ball now. Number 11 is coming. Don't fumble it. Number 11 is coming.
So you want to give some last shout outs, Costa?
A shout out?
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah,
like,
to someone.
Yeah, saying to my boys at Dragons, to my family, like kisses and hugs
To someone.
to someone. The shout out.
To Simons.
Simões, yeah,
Nice.
is there.
I want to shout out to you guys for giving me the opportunity
Yeah, thank
to
you.
come here.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
for coming. It was really nice. It was really, I really
Very, very
enjoyed
good.
this one. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Simon
I
said
mean,
T-Dub in the
really-
comments. T-Dub.
Excuse
I
me?
don't know if that means something to you. He said T-Dub.
That's Tristan. That's the guy,
Oh,
an
okay.
American running back. Who
Okay.
he's good. That's the guy I was talking about. Together with Alpha, that I really like playing with and
Okay.
seeing them play. Is they put on a show, you know.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So yeah, shout out to Simões and to who? We interrupted you.
And you can say it in Portuguese. If you started, I was going to say, if you started in Portuguese, you also can finish in Portuguese after
Yeah,
you give your shout out.
Yeah, don't worry. But I want to shout out all the Portuguese players. Man, you just work, man. Like, and trust yourself, and you'll get there, bro. Like, you'll get there.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
E muito obrigado pela oportunidade
Uhum.
e até a próxima.
Até à
isso.
próxima.
Pessoal,
For sure, até à próxima.
Vamos acabar então o nosso podcast.
Antes de terminar,
Sim.
o meu shout-out, assim, um bocadinho off-topic, mas já que nós estamos a falar de futebol americano e de flag também, já que é mais da minha onda, este sábado nós vamos ter um torneio de flag football, por isso para quem estiver a ver, vai haver também stream do torneio. Portanto, para toda a gente que gosta de flag football em Portugal e gosta de futebol americano, vamos ter jogos o dia todo. É em Guimarães, mas qualquer pessoa pode se ligar e assistir aos jogos via stream na página do Flag Football Portugal. Por isso era o único tópico que também queria acrescentar aqui. É um bocadinho
Okay.
off-topic da nossa conversa, mas eu queria deixar também aqui.
I'm gonna finish it out thanking Costa for coming out here. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I think we will have it maybe when you are LF champion. We can bring you up here again.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like that.
What?
I would like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Thank you for. Obrigado por todas as pessoas que estiveram a ver. Para a semana a mais. E ficamos por aqui. Tchauzinho.